Why play Naafiri mid? Well, she is brilliantly mobile, she brings tons of burst damage, she's very easy to pick up and play, and she can snowball games incredibly hard. However, her W engage can get interrupted, and she doesn't bring any lockdown at all. Naafiri's passive is she summons little dogs who fight alongside her. These dogs attack enemies that Naafiri attacks or hits with abilities. They can be targeted and killed, and Naafiri will summon them periodically. And when she hits an enemy champion with an attack or ability, or kills an enemy, it reduces the cooldown to summon a new one. Naafiri's Q is a straight line skill shot, which deals damage to and causes a bleed effect on enemies hit. You can then cast this ability again in the next 4 seconds, and if it hits an enemy who's already bleeding, all the bleed damage is dealt at once and bonus damage is dealt on top of it. Naafiri's W is a point and click ability, which after a short channel will cause her and her little dogs to dash to the target. However, this dash will stop upon the first enemy champion hit. Upon impact, Naafiri deals damage to the target and slows them. Naafiri's E causes her to dash a small distance, dealing damage to enemies she passes through, and then deals damage in a circle around her. Her little dogs during this time vanish during the dash and reappear at full health. Naafiri's ultimate has a passive where her W gains bonus cast range. Naafiri's ultimate, firstly, immediately gets rid of all her little dogs and then summons many more. While doing so, she grants herself a burst of movement speed. Then, for the next 15 seconds, Naafiri gains bonus attack damage and increases the health of all of her little dogs. In addition, her first attack or ability against a champion grants her a shield, and her first takedown in this form immediately refreshes the 15 seconds. For combos, start with Alt into W before attacking into a Q. From here, use E into an auto attack and then Q again before attacking away. For matchups, she is great into mobile mages easily sticking onto them, and can struggle against control mages. For runes, take this. First strike is brilliant extra damage. For build order, start Blade and Pot into an Eclipse and tier 2 boots. After this, a Hydra and Grudge are great pickups before finishing a build with any of these as needed. For skill order, start Q then E then W before maxing Q then E then W, taking Alt whenever you can. For summoner spells, take Flash and Teleport. However, Ignite also works incredibly well if you want to be constantly killing your opponent. Starting the game as an assassin, your laning phase isn't the strongest, and you want to have those items to allow you to one-shot people later in the game. So you're looking to scale, and the best way to do this is by focusing on farming and poking your opponent by landing back-to-back Qs. While laning, you want to focus on keeping your pets alive, as they're great at providing extra damage and safety. Once they go in on your opponent, you can attack a minion to redirect them back towards the minion and back to safety. Or in extreme cases, you can use E to return them to you and heal them to full health. By poking with Q, you naturally push the lane quickly, so constantly look for opportunities to roam or get free backs. Entering the mid game, your bot lane will come mid, which puts you in a side lane. From here, you are a good split pusher, but you're also great at pushing the wave out and grouping with your team. Entering late game team fights, you want to play as the assassin. Wait until after the fight has started, and in the confusion, ultimate and use W to jump onto an enemy carry. As long as no one interrupts your dash, your combo will simply delete them from the map. From here, with your ultimate reset, choose your next target and jump on them.